this volatility, we believe, is steady state, that we'll continue to see, as far as the eye can see, rather volatile, malleable changes in business conditions. And therefore, the key is not to wait for certainty. There will be no certainty. The key is managing uncertainty by opening up the aperture of how you look at the world, to ensure that you're looking not just at your business domain, but looking much more broadly with peripheral vision at all of the forces that will affect, for better or worse, business conditions. And then to have a much more dynamic planning process which allows you to manage and assess multiple variables at the same time, and how those variables in rather interesting different configurations can create both opportunity and risk. The way you stay nimble is by aligning your organization, irrespective of size, around a certain view of the future and sensitivity to the key business drivers, so that everyone has their ear to the railroad track. In India, where Indian companies are understandably so focused on getting their business right and managing the traditional business variables, which have been so important to the success of business industry, of Indian business, it's now really important that Indian business leaders understand that that is necessary but not sufficient to success. Simplicity and directness of the value proposition is the first. The second is sustainability, that all things being equal, consumers would rather purchase a product that not only is a quality product and well priced, but is produced by a company that they feel is a responsible steward of resources, of employee practices, of community concern, and so forth. So this corporate social responsibility becomes something that's pretty important as part of the package of things that consumers evaluate when they buy products. And the third is what we call self-fulfillment, that consumers are looking for products and services that they think enhances the quality of their life in some important way. They're not just frivolously spending money on, as the saying goes, on things they don't need with money they don't have. What we see is that consumer activity in the U.S., driven by retail market resurgence, is actually responding rather nicely. So what we see, of course, is a shift from people buying stuff to people buying services, entertainment, healthcare, travel and leisure, lifestyle improvements. This is pretty much works in tandem with increased economic attainment. What we see as well is we've gone through a period of 2 years in which consumers in the United States have been deleveraging. And now, with growing confidence about their jobs and their income, and some improvement in the housing market, as well as access to capital through some improvements in financial markets and in consumer credit, we see consumers coming out of their foxhole and beginning to spend money across a whole variety of consumer goods, from consumer durables, where there's been pent-up demand, to fast-moving consumer goods.